right, so we're going to start working our way out of the guard, okay? So, a couple things I need to think about here, all right? First thing, just like that no arm drill, we can definitely tell there's no business for me down here going across collar. Anytime my elbow starts coming across his center line, I'm going to start being in danger, okay? The second thing is keeping my posture, all right? All right, I really need to work on keeping my posture. One thing that's going to really help you guys do that is tucking your toes underneath your feet, all right? I don't want to be sitting on the top of my feet like this and my posture, my hips are lower. He doesn't have as much tension against his legs versus I'm up here in good posture, all right? Keep my chest up. From here, we're going to look to block his hips, all right? So I'm going to grab his pants. I'm going to think about like turning his pants over like I'm using a throttle. I'm driving my fist, these two knuckles, right into his hip bones, right? I want to find something solid where his bones are. I don't want to be up here in his gut where it can give a little bit, all right? So, pinning his hips to the mat, all right? From here, I'm going to think about bringing my, either leg right behind his butt. I want to think about keeping my elbows in, all right? Good, solid frame. Bring my top of my knee right to his tailbone and push him back, open my hips up. As soon as I feel them open up, I'm going to go to my combat base. I'm going to shoot my knee up. I'm going to plant my heel. My foot's completely flat on the mat, all right? And my foot's going right to his tailbone. So that way it's going to be hard for him to lock his guard back up, right? He can't really reach now, all right? So from here, I'm going to go to his knee. When you push on their knees, their hips, they can only go really 90 degrees, right? So if I push that knee down, that knee comes up, right? So from here, I'm going to go through my cut through. This knee that I have up for my combat base is going to go over his thigh and to the mat, all right? From here, I want you guys to work on doing this with your underhook, all right? So I'm going to go under his arm and go to his collar. I want to think about keeping my head lower than his. I don't want to be up here, all right? I want to keep my head lower than his, preferably on the same side where I'm passing. That way, if he decides to try to slow me down right here, you can give him a little bit of grunt and drive your forehead into his chin and everything, all right? So do this with your underhook. The longer you guys do this, there's a couple of different variations, but you can grab his lapel and pin his shoulder to the mat. All right? Same as your underhook. I want you guys to keep it deep though. All right? Head down. We're going to reach over his arm, and then we're going to slide on through. And then I'm going to go to side control. All right. So, horrible, right? Get your toes underneath you. Pin the hips. Bring your foot to the butt. Open that guard up. Combat base. Try to get your shin as close up into his hips as you can. Don't be out here like this, and don't be up on your toes like this. If you're up on your toes, he's going to have a real easy time going to Delahiva and turning my leg over and start getting control of my hips. Right? Plant that heel to the mat. Right? As soon as I have my combat base, I'm going to push on his knee. I'm going to cut my knee to the mat. We could end up spending a second here fighting for this underhook, but I'm not going to go any further until it's my underhook. Right? If he's got the underhook, I'm going to start with my elbow. And then come behind. Get my head lower than his. Pull up on his tricep. Slide on through. And then go to side control. All right? Any questions? All right, 1, 2.